You want to be in the video with me? That's woo-wee, everybody. Hey, listen. The views and opinions of the guest of the WrestleCast podcast do not reflect the views and opinions of WrestleCast podcast. Now, on with the show.
Open your eyes.
WrestleCast podcast starts now.
It's the American Diesel Dump Truck. And if you want juicy little stories, you want to hear where all the drama's going on at this promotion, that promotion, or you just want to know about where your favorite wrestlers are going to be at, look up Bobby Lee and the WrestleCast podcast. Truck approved.
I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission.
Hey, you're looking at the face of the future of professional wrestling, New York's own Nikki Chooch, and you're watching WrestleCast Podcast with a good friend of mine, the Cowboy, Bobby Lee. So shut your mouths, sit back and enjoy.
I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite host, Cowboy Bob. And like I said, I don't disappoint. I'm back with another exciting episode. That's right, it's Tuesday. Hey, it's 7 o'clock. And tonight's guest is in, man, I'm going to tell you right now. Did y'all not see the flyer? If you didn't see the flyer, then you're not watching my page, because this man is amazing. We're talking about Lazarus Black. Man, regular wrestling, does deathmatch. He does it all. He does it all. He is mind-blowing. And we are going to ask him some very important questions tonight. I want y'all folks to ask some important questions, because y'all know right here on WrestleCast Podcast, what do? We get the dirt. That's what we do. And we're going to get it tonight. That's right. We got our favorite segment, Road Stories. And none other than at the end, because of Roughneck, that's right, I'm about to hurt someone's feelings. And I promise you, I don't believe Lazarus has a problem hurting someone's feelings. So stay tuned for that later on. Folks, this show, this podcast in general is blowing up. It's mind-blowing. I tell you, I said it last time, we're booked. It's insane how far out we're booked. I'll just share this with you at first. In the beginning, I was reaching out to people and so forth. Now, I get so many emails. I get so many DMs. It's hard to even keep up with it all. We've got so much exciting stuff coming in the future. We've got things like WrestleCade happening. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be exciting. I want to say this real quick before I move on. I want y'all guys to keep my nephew in your thoughts. I shared his link for his GoFundMe a while back about him having to have a heart transplant. Well, now that's escalated to a heart transplant / liver transplant. And they're wanting to do them both at the same time, folks. It's mind-blowing to me. It's insane. Man, I just want you to keep him in your thoughts. We got high hopes. They're going to do it in Tennessee. He's got to relocate up there to Nashville. Yeah, keep Christopher Pridgett in your thoughts and prayers. That's my nephew. He's going to be in good hands up there. Heart transplant, liver transplant. It's going to happen. And, he's got a family. He's got kids, man. And just like all of us out there. So definitely keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Mrs. Cowboy's doing great, healing up very well. Let's still continue to keep her in her thoughts. Chris Anderson, Thunder Anderson, medical issues. And if you know about it, you know about it. Let's keep him in your thoughts still. To this day, he's back home, all is getting better. He's doing better. Let's definitely keep him in your thoughts. So, with that being said, hey, without further ado, let's bring the man of the hour on, Lazarus Black. Welcome to the stage, WrestleCast podcast, where we get the dirt, man. It is good to have you on the show, brother.
Dude, it's good to be here, man. I've been looking forward to this one for a while because I know we scheduled it a while back, and I've been looking forward to it.
Yeah, we did. And, you know, things happen, and we understand that here. It happens, and so, but the main thing is, hey, you're here now, and we appreciate you taking the time. It's like I always say, out of your busy day. We know, man, when y'all are wrestlers, y'all are everywhere. Y'all are traveling. I say this all the time: traveling, working out, doing this, doing that, juggling home life, and busy. So we appreciate you taking time out of your day to show up here on WrestleCast podcast and you know, share your thoughts, your insight, and some of your life stories on WrestleCast podcast.
Oh yeah, dude, definitely. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, I tell you, let's jump into this right off the gate. For our fans who don't know Lazarus, which I don't know why you wouldn't, just saying, you know what I'm saying. So, at the end of the day, tell them about you, Lazarus. Tell them how you got started in the business and what got you in the business, things of that nature.
So I grew up watching my dad wrestle. He wrestled up and down the East Coast, all over the country for years, up until I think I was probably like 14 or 15, like going to indie shows every week. And was a pretty big deal for the indies. And so like I grew up idolizing this guy. Like I took his hardcore title to school for show and tell. Hell, one time I brought him to school for show and tell. And you know, to a 5-year-old kid, like even him wrestling, like looking back on it now, it was probably more like 40 or 50 people, but to me that was hundreds of people everywhere, and he was just a superstar to me, and I always wanted to do it. And then finally I got trained, I got out, and had always been a fan of deathmatch wrestling. I've been watching it since I was younger with like FMW, Atsushi Onita, Masashi Takeda, guys like that. And once I found out that there were like promotions that actually would talk to me, I started doing it, and I've been loving it ever since. Like, don't get me wrong, I love to, you know, get out there and chain wrestle and do like your typical family friendly shows, but there's something about just cutting loose, literally, that like it makes for a great time, and I wouldn't change it for the world, man. But yeah, here we are. Like, there's been a lot of bumps, bruises, and hospital visits, but I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, and you know, you've met a lot of people along the way, became good friends with a lot of people in the industry.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, honestly. Gazi and I were talking about it just recently. Like she and I, over the last year or so, have become really close with Masada, probably the most famous American deathmatch wrestler out there, like batting for the spot with Nick Gage. And like we both grew up watching this dude on TV and like trading tapes with our friends at school, and to like just be able to like send dude a message and chat with him or sit down after a show and have a couple drinks with him now, like it's mind-boggling to see that he went from like this like untouchable guy that like we would never be in the same room with to just like she calls him dad now.
Wow.
And like we're close friends. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
That's awesome. Hey, Miss Cowboy says, hello, Laz.
Hey, how's it going? Glad to
So,
hear you're doing better.
yeah, she's doing a lot better. That woman's a go-getter, buddy. She don't stop. I had to calm her down the first week out of the hospital. She's trying to do things. I'm like, no, you got to stop. But hey,
I get that.
she keeps me in line. But I'll tell you what, man, it's been a pleasure meeting you and becoming friends with you and watching you in the ring. Not only do you see there's a different thing, a couple things. You see the serious side of you sometimes in the ring. You see the funny side where you can make people laugh, and it's an awesome time watching you, go out there and do what you do, entertaining the fans and taking the time to do that. And as far as the death matches go, that is a very serious thing right there. And not just anybody can go out there and do that. We're talking about, I've seen some things on YouTube where, people have gotten seriously injured and they loved it so much that I've seen this one guy get cut up under his arm and it was insanity. He was like horrid. And all he could say is, let me just go back out there, man. Let me go back out there. Don't let me end this match like this. And they're like, dude, if you don't stop.
That was Nick Gage at Tournament of Death 9 in a match against Thumbtack Jack. Yeah, he actually bled to death. Like, he was dead for a while. I think it was like 7 minutes. He was dead, and they were able to bring him back. And I want to say he was at a show like 6 weeks later.
That's dedication. Yeah. That's dedication, man. I'll tell you, that's awesome. She said, thank you so much for saying she's glad she's getting better. She also says, we always enjoy watching you wrestle. And we do. We do. Very, very entertaining. And I want to tell the fans, man, if you hadn't had a chance, we're talking, you can go to See No Evil Wrestling and you can see him wrestle. I'm not sure. Are you wrestling for SCW?
No. I'm not wrestling for SCW. Right now, my main ones, PWA, which is a newer company in Asheville. It's a very inclusive, mostly queer company. We do death matches. We do all kinds of crazy stuff there. I wrestle for, obviously, See No Evil. Yeah. I'm actually right now their number one contender for the North American title. I wrestle. I'm about to be going back to Total Psychopathic Wrestling out in Knoxville, Tennessee. They took a break from death matches for a while, but they're about to bring them back, and we're talking about dates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just trying to get all over the place.
Yeah, and see that, folks. That's another. You're at Tennessee. See No Evil's down here in Gastonia. I mean, that's not like it's 10 minutes down the road to go to Tennessee. We're talking these guys travel, and they just put so much effort and so much time to appease y'all, per se. To entertain y'all and do such an amazing job doing it, and putting their life on the line. And if you don't believe when I say put your life on the line, we're talking about a man who does death matches. You just heard him say that the man was clinically dead for 7 minutes. Come on.
I mean, honestly, last year, it was the first PWA show. I was in a triple threat death match with Remington Roar and Brad Cash. And a piece of glass severed an artery in my forearm. And I lost roughly a fifth of the blood in my body. I'll tell you this, if you ever want to be immediately admitted back to an emergency room, walk in with a tourniquet on your arm.
Right.
Yeah. I was immediately taken back, got stitched up, and was doing a death match 2 weeks later. Yeah, man, it was crazy. It was a very scary moment. That was the first arterial cut that I've gotten in my deathmatch career. And so it was definitely a very scary moment. I'm glad I was in the ring with two guys who are experienced and were able to make sure I was safe and got out and got patched up, got to the hospital on time. And somehow I didn't get a drop of blood in my girlfriend's car.
Wow. Now that's talent, folks.
Actually, I'm going to show you something real quick.
All right.
Let me see. Here it is. So this right here is actually the shirt that I was wearing when it happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Folks, see that? Look at that shirt, folks.
Yeah, that's all blood stains from one match.
Yeah, that's it. That's the real deal. You don't get it. Doesn't get no more real than that. That's what I'm talking about. It's mind blowing. And so if you can get a chance to get out and see Lazarus Black, you need to make sure you do that. Now, with that being said, you can do that by following him on Facebook. Follow him on his social medias. You're going to see he posts his online flyers where he's going to be. It's going to show you the dates, the times, the prices. You're going to get all your information right there and show up. You can put your life on pause while he puts his life on the line. Just saying.
I like that, man. That could be a t-shirt.
There you go. There you go. Put your life on pause while I put my life on the line. That's it. There you go. We're expect royalties, Lazarus.
Go get them.
Hey, Miss Cowboy said, that's insane. Yes, it is. I'm telling you, not anybody can do what he does. And that's another thing. I'm really grateful and I'm really thankful that you took the time to come on the show. And I'm not taking anything away from any of the talent that I've had on the show. I've had amazing talent on this show. But when you have someone who goes out there and does what you do and travels and works hard at doing what you do and taking the risks that you take, it is just, it's mind-blowing to me. And it always has. It's just always got me in a certain little, oh God. And I'm not one of to have a cringe over blood by any stretch. But, I've seen a lot of deer gutted and, things like that.
Yeah.
So I've seen my share of the blood. But, like, when you see somebody get nailed with, like, a fluorescent light bulb, and the next thing you know, they're gashed on their side and they're still rocking and rolling and going, you're like, yeah, I'll tell you right now, he can have all that, and I ain't trying to fight him.
Yeah, man. Everybody is seen, we keep all the weapons under the ring a lot of times. But what they don't know is one of the main things that gets thrown under the ring at a deathmatch show is duct tape and clean rags. Because you get a bad cut, you throw a rag over it, you duct tape it up, and you keep going.
That's your Band-Aid.
Yeah. And then when you get to the back, you super glue it up and go on about your business.
Yeah. Folks, come on. Tell me that don't just blow your mind. And it don't say, man, I got to go see that. I got to go see it. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's out there for a lot of people. And there's a lot of people that like to see it. And I'm gonna tell you, you heard what he just said. He's going up for the number one contenders for the North American title for See No Evil Wrestling. That is, and I will go ahead and say that address. That is 3250 West Franklin Boulevard. That is in Gastonia, North Carolina at the VFW, folks. You can check that place out. Go and check Lazarus Black out on his page, and you will get all of the updates. You would get all of the dates and stuff, because not only is he just there, he just told you he's at a few other places, Tennessee and so forth, and all of the information is going to be right there. All the flyer with all the information as far as dates, the cost, and 9 times out of 10, a lot of these places, if you're bringing your teenagers or something like that, I wouldn't even say teenagers, but I was going to say, there's a certain age limit that you don't even have to pay nothing. But so these places have concessions, merch, Lazarus Black. Make sure you support your independent wrestlers. I always say this, support them. They support you by going out there and taking your mind off things that you're dealing with on a daily basis. And so support the independent wrestlers. Support Lazarus Black. Go buy the merch. Go wear them shirts and show them when you go to their shows that you support them and you believe in them and what they do. So I'm just telling you, do what Cowboy Bob's telling you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Look, I can't help but to be honest about it. It is what it is. That's why we say right here on WrestleCast Podcast, we get the dirt.
Yeah.
So that's the way it is. Where's your next show at, by the way?
So my next show this weekend, I will be at that same venue wrestling for AWS. And I want to say next weekend. Yeah, next weekend I'll be in. I can't remember right off the top of my head the city, but it's in North Carolina. It's in very rural area of North Carolina. Wrestling for Sinister Wrestling Society. It's going to be a deathmatch show. I'm doing a deathmatch on it. Ghazi's doing a deathmatch on it. I want to say Ryan Manis is doing a deathmatch on it. Yeah, it's a great show, great company. So I'm excited to do that. I'm not excited for it being the day before Father's Day, though.
Right. I tell you what, I've had Ryan Manis on the show. He loves doing the death matches. He'll do other matches, but he loves the death matches. He's talked to me about it. You know, they did a benefit. A matter of fact, we'll plug that one. We had Missy Childers, Chris Thunder Anderson, and the whole family there just go above and beyond for Miss Cowboy and hold a benefit show up there in Mooresville for her. Amazing people, amazing show, had great talent. Ryan Manis showed up. It made my day. I love Ryan Manis. Dadgum great friend of mine. And, you know, I got to talk to him for a little bit. And so, yeah, he loves the death matches. And like I said, again, we did have him on the show, too. One thing about WrestleCast Podcast, I'll say this. Most of the talent that comes on this show, folks, once they've been on the show, they don't have a problem coming back. And I don't mind saying that. They enjoyed the show. And I hope the fans out there of WrestleCast Podcast also enjoyed the show because we enjoy your support and we love the fans. So without the fans, we're nobody. And that's another thing. It's not just the wrestlers that because you'll hear the talent say that too. Without the fans, we're nobody. Well, we aren't either. On here on this podcast. This podcast is nobody without the talent, without Lazarus Black, and whoever else is going to wind up being on WCP, and the fans. So it means a lot to us, and we're grateful.
And while we're on that topic, I think a group of people that doesn't get shouted out enough in the wrestling industry, it's not promoters, it's not the wrestlers, it's not the bookers, it's the guys that make the show possible. It's the ring crew. It's the guy who wants to train and is 16 years old with a bucket and a mop cleaning up broken glass and blood at the end of the night. It's specifically for deathmatch shows, it's the guys in the back who are building the weapons for us. It's all these people who come together and make a show possible, and they don't get enough credit for it. It's a lot of times for bigger shows, it's other indie wrestlers who are getting their foot in the door. I just recently did it down at SVN. Went out and I worked the door and worked security. Ghazi was in the back helping make weapons. The Blairs, the goons, were out there making weapons. It's one of those things where the small details that you don't think about are very important, because obviously if I don't have someone to make these crazy weapons for me, you're going to get bored seeing me swing a light tube at somebody 30 times. You're going to get bored watching, the same old chair shot that you've been watching since 1975. So those are the people, in my opinion, they're more important than we are when it comes to shows. Because without them, the show doesn't happen. Without the venue owners, without the random dudes that walk around passing out flyers, it doesn't happen without them.
There you go. There you go. That's a great shout out. And yeah, definitely, I agree with you 100%. So we definitely want to do that. And I'm glad you brought that up. So definitely a good shout out to all the ring crew who do help out in all of these promotions. They are appreciated. If you hear it or if you don't hear it, you're still appreciated. You're appreciated by somebody, whether it's the talent, the promoter, or the fans. You're definitely appreciated. You know, like he said, people making the weapons backstage. You know, the people that are cleaning up, like he said, cleaning up blood and stuff. Mind you, these people have their PPE, their PPE, their PPE.
Yeah, that's one of the first things I do when I'm looking at a company is, okay, who are they putting me against? Is it someone I trust? Because obviously with deathmatch, if I don't trust you, I'm not getting in the ring with you.
Right.
And so like a lot of us, we keep our blood test paperwork in our gear bag. And it's always up to date. And a lot of times I don't even need to see the paperwork. A lot of times it's a guy that like I know, or I know someone he wrestled like a month ago. And I'm like, okay, well, this person just tested clean, so I know you're clean. Like it's a big trust environment, and I have turned down so many companies because they want to like, hey, we're gonna bring you in, you're gonna do a match with this guy, and it's the promoter's nephew who has wrestled 2 matches and wants to try deathmatch. And I'm like, it's probably not a good idea for your first deathmatch to be against someone called the Deathmatch Messiah.
Right.
Like,
That's exactly right.
I've been a couple of firsts. I was Ryan Mandis's first deathmatch, but that was a tough SOB, and I've known him for years. I knew how tough he was. We've done hardcore matches and all that stuff. And so I didn't even think about it. I was Ghazi's first death match. And I never saw her do hardcore or anything like that beforehand, but she knew I'd take care of her. I knew she'd take care of me. And it was her birthday, so it was kind of a birthday present too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Missy Chandler said, oh, first of all, this cowboy says, we love our extended wrestling family. And yes, we do. Very much
Yes.
so. Missy Childers is in the house. Thank you for joining us, Missy. And we did give a shout out to Chris. We hope he's doing well. We love y'all guys. And we're definitely keeping everyone in our thoughts for sure. She said, but chair shots are good, right?
Chair shots are good, especially Chris Thunder Anderson's chair shot. That is the only person who has ever broken a chair over my head. If you go back, you'd have to go back a long ways down the rabbit hole of NAWA. But it was my second or third bunkhouse brawl with them, and I just turned around and everything went white for a split second because he just exploded the steel chair on my head. And it's on my TikTok, actually.
Okay, all right.
I don't post on there often, but that one's on there.
I got you. Hey, looky here. We got Nikki Chooch in the house. I love Nick Kern. Love Nikki Chooch. That is my boy. He is like family to me. It means so much to me. I will do whatever it takes to support him. He is the best. He says, "Hey, Laz, I beat up your former partner in crime, turned bitter blood feud rival." And he said he did it for the cowboy.
Hey, he did it for the cowboy. I'm sure there was reasons.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, the story of the Black Society, specifically mine and Ryan's chapter of it is a wild ride because we were tag team partners, closer than brothers for years. And then he turned on me, and then I kicked him out because he wasn't bleeding and he wasn't fighting for the cause. And my thought process is, if you're not willing to bleed for the cause, you don't believe in the cause.
Oh, there you go.
And that ended up going so crazy because we did hardcore matches at EPW. We did a hardcore match for AWS. We did a brutal hardcore match at AIWF, and then we ended it with a death match at TPW.
Gotcha.
And you can find all of those matches on my YouTube channel.
Gotcha. You hear it, folks? Go on Lazarus Black's YouTube channel. That's another thing. Folks, check out his YouTube. Check out his social medias. I mean, you're going to see it all right there. You know, you want, if you hadn't seen the matches or you hadn't got a chat or got a little taste of it, go on YouTube and check them out. It's worth watching. It'll blow your mind. That's what I say. It'll blow your mind. It blew my mind. I was like, yeah, okay. Ooh, that's some serious stuff right there.
Yeah, man. You'll see all kinds of crazy stuff. You'll see glass. You'll see syringes, straight razors, barbed wire, thumbtacks. You'll see it all.
There you go. I tell you what, I got to go to a commercial break, brother. I've got a commercial, and folks, I want to tell you this is a commercial from Scott Larson, and we love Scott Larson. Hashtag Truth is back up and running, folks. Check out Scott Larson, Hashtag Truth. That is on YouTube. That is on Facebook. You don't want to miss it. The Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I'll tell you, we're even thinking about ourselves because we're getting overbooked sometimes. So we have to do 2 shows at once. I got a show going tomorrow too. WrestleCast podcast is coming right back at you Wednesday at 7 o'clock. We got Sean Lampton from Wrestling Evolution who does the podcast over there. We're going to be interviewing him. That's happening tomorrow night. Real quick before I go to commercial break, Nick Kern's got this huge thing here. Quick story on my end before I started training and was just going to shows to support close friends. I took my wife and son to a show and became a fan of Black Society that night. So here we go. Trading cards are on my son Jax's wall. How about
that? God, those Super Jaw trading cards, man.
I'm telling you, man, Nick is the man. Nicky Chooch. Hey, forget about it. That's right. He's a winner. So I love it. I love it. And, look, he goes, Yahoo! So we're going to jump to this commercial. And now, folks, this commercial is from Scott Larson. It is from GIW. It is 2 minutes. And we will be right back after that. But we support our supporters, and he supports the channel. He's always there for us, and we're always there for him. And we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Dust in the air, feel the weight of the fight. Broken dreams in the glow of the night. Sweat on the canvas, blood on the ropes. Clinging tight to fading hopes. Crowds screaming their lungs out raw. Gladiators clash, breaking every law. Under the lights in the heat of the storm. This collide where legends are born. Global impact. Wrestling in the ground. Echoes of fury, the ultimate sound. Shattering limits. Breaking the mold. A story of warriors fierce and bold. Ringside chaos, hearts full of fire. Every step fuels the burning desire. Warriors rise with the will to defy. Beneath the banners that kiss the sky. Time to power, the bell sharp chime. Each moment etched in the stone of time. in the stone of time. Feel the roar, it shakes your bones. In this Coliseum, you're never alone.
That's right, folks. GIW. Scott Larson hosts that on YouTube, and it is amazing. I'm gonna tell you, me and Miss Cowboy were a part of it. If you want to be a part of it, if you just reach out to Scott. If he's got the room to put you on there, he'll put you on there. I believe AI does all of the matching, does the matches. There's nothing, no favoritism. It is what it is. It's actually for a video game. I gotta say, folks, it is intense. It is action packed. It is exciting, and it will get you amped up watching it. Nick Kern's last message before he left is all love and support to you guys. Now I got to go kick the kids' ass to 2K25. We understand. We understand.
I get it.
So I tell you, man, we're going to jump to this right here. Because this is the first segment, Road Stories. Lazarus, we know you being in wrestling and doing what you do and traveling everywhere you travel. We know you got to have a good old road story. So I'm going to drop down. You're going to go full screen. I'm going to hit this intro and you give us the dirt.
All right. All right. So back when I was running with Ryan Mantis, this has kind of become an infamous story in our friendship. Back when I was running with him, it was one of our first times just hanging out before we started the Black Society. And we decided we were going to drink. I don't remember what the occasion was, but we decided we were going to drink a lot. And I come over. Ryan's got the booze ready. He's got the mixers ready. He's got food. We're chilling. And, well, if there's one thing that has become well known in the wrestling circles, it is my tolerance, specifically for alcohol. Now, Ryan decides he's going to keep up with me. Problem is, Ryan's drinking mixed drinks. I'm not a big fan of mixed drinks, so I'm just drinking vodka. And I'm chilling. You know, I'm 8 glasses in. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. Ryan's like 8 cups in, and he is gone. He's on another planet. Well, his now wife, at the time, fiance, was there. And she was just kind of hanging out with us. It was my first time meeting her. And we start talking about video games. And Ryan is off the rails. He comes over. He flops down in between us, completely trashed. And this is not an exaggeration. This is not hyperbole. He looks her dead in the eyes, straight into her pupils, and says, "Hey, don't you take my friend from me?" And then flops back onto the couch. Well, the night of drinking continues. We're singing show tunes. There was one point where we ordered a pizza and we're like drunkenly screaming the lyrics to a song from Sweeney Todd, and the pizza guy was nice enough to wait until we finished singing to knock on the door. Well, morning rolls around. It's Saturday. It's the night. It's the day of the show. I'm up at like 8 a.m. Elise comes walking in. I've already cracked another drink. I'm cooling. You know, hair of the dog, keep the hangover away. Well, she looks at me and she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm drinking." She goes, "It's 8 a.m. And I kid you not, my response before I could catch it was, "Yeah, on a Saturday." Well, I'm playing the Xbox. I'm doing whatever. Ryan, a couple hours later, probably at like noon, comes shuffling out of the bedroom. He's got a blanket wrapped around him. He's got sunglasses on. He is dead, just on his feet. And he comes shuffling out. And I looked at him and I said, "Are you ready to go train?" "I don't think I'm going to make it to training today, bro." And he was like, "I don't remember a lot of last night." He didn't remember cutting a 20-minute promo on Jimmy Ward while he was drunk. That was funny. But he did make it to the show that night. He was definitely moving slower than usual. But yeah, that's probably my favorite on the road hangout story that I can actually tell on camera. So yeah, that was my road story, bro.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's something else. Oh man, Ryan is a one of a kind guy. You know, he is a truly one of a kind person, and fun to be around. Energetic.
Oh yeah,
I mean, free spirited. I can't say enough about the guy. He's great, and we love him.
dude.
And
I talked to him not as much as I would like to because, like, I'm a father. My daughter just turned 2. I work full time. He works full time. We both got lives, so we don't talk as much as we used to. But we still chat and try to catch up. But if you ever want to see a funny reaction, just look at him and say, Laz told me to ask you about that night.
I got
And he will know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'll definitely do it. Definitely got to do it. That'll be fun. And him telling it in his own words in itself is going to be hilarious.
Oh, yeah, because he will tell it the same way I did. Like, he is not ashamed.
Right, right. He gets so amped up. I love it. I love it. Speaking of, let's tell the fan. I got to tell the fan. Folks, you've got to tune in. I believe this is going to be June the 26th. I will double check my schedule. But right here on WrestleCast Podcast, this show is going to be at 8 o'clock because it is going to be called The Battle of the Egos. And that is going to be Ryan Mantis versus Nikki Chooch. You're not going to want to miss that. I'm telling you, folks, that is going to be the show that is going to blow your mind. These guys, it is what the title says it all. Battle of the Egos. And it is going to be amazing. You're not going to want to miss it. Action-packed, no holds barred, uncensored. It's going to be wild. So tune in, WrestleCast Podcast. That is a Tuesday, I believe, June the 26th. And there will be a flyer coming for that one. I can't wait for that show. It's going to be awesome. My goodness. So, yeah, make sure you stick to that. Hey, do me a favor. Go on to YouTube, folks. Fans, listen to me. Go to YouTube. Hit the like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you are notified when we are live. When you're notified when we have a new episode uploaded to YouTube. WrestleCast Podcast channel. Let's help grow this channel. Let's help it expand. Let's help it get bigger and bigger and bigger. So, we appreciate that. We appreciate the support of WrestleCast Podcast fans. Also, on Facebook, make sure you like it. Hit like, love, 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 love. Show it. Show you love your appreciation of WrestleCast Podcast because we appreciate y'all. So, with that being said, I tell you what, right quick, how about one more time? Give these folks where you're going to be at next. Matter of fact, if you know, do you got one more show coming up that you know about, or you got 2?
I've got one this weekend and one next weekend. I'm going to be at 3250 West Franklin in Gastonia for AWS. And then I will be at Sinister Wrestling Society. Go to my page. You'll see the flyer. I can't remember the town. It's not the city it's normally in. But yeah, man, definitely check it out. There's no PWA show this month because the only date we had possible was the day before Sinister. And that would mean I would be doing 2 death matches in 2 nights back to back. And so we just decided to postpone PWA until August.
So there you go, folks. He's got 2 shows. Don't miss them. One coming this weekend, one next weekend. Go to his page. We already told you. Go to his YouTube page. Make sure you watch his videos. You haven't seen them yet. And like those videos. Also, go to his Facebook page. Look for his flyers. It's going to give you all the information you need right there. What time the doors open, what time the show starts, concessions. Don't forget, get your merch. It's going to be there, and support your independent wrestlers. And I want to say this too also, do not jump the barricades. If you've got somebody you're taking to the show with you and they think wrestling is fake, I want to go ahead and tell you right now, folks, that sometimes, it might seem that way, but I promise you, I've got a guy right now that's nursing a wrist that has been broken, wearing a wrist brace. Broken where? In the ring, in the squared circle, wrestling. We also have someone that is nursing back injuries. So it's not fake, okay? If you think wrestling's fake, I don't care if you do or not. At the end of the day, what I'm telling you is stay behind the barrier, because once you jump that barrier, you're fair game.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have a bad day, because we're talking about guys who can stay in that ring and wrestle for 45 minutes if they need to. And I promise you, your 9-to-5 guy's not doing it. You're not gonna do it. Your brain might tell you can do it. I promise your body's gonna tell you otherwise. Especially when you jump that barrier, you're gonna find out the hard way. Don't jump it. Enjoy the show. Stay behind. Stay in your seat. If you got to stand up and shout, that's fine. But stay behind the barrier.
100%. I've seen that go bad so many times.
It happens. It happens. I've done in my past. I've ran security, and had to grab a hold of some people.
I always tell people, say whatever you want, talk all the trash you want, but the second you cross that barricade, you are now trespassing on my property.
That's facts.
And also, once you touch me, I'm defending myself.
That's self-defense.
And, like a lot of people are used to some of these guys who are, from the suburbs and all this stuff. Bro, I'm from LA. Like, I will fight anybody for any reason at any time and do so happily.
Right? Heck yeah. Hey, I tell you, I got one. Randy Orton. Love Randy Orton. That is action figure right up there, right there. But anyway, the guy, some idiot, jumped in the daggum ring. When he did, he kicked the boy. The boy was an independent wrestler, as a matter of fact. I recall it now. He's an independent wrestler. He jumps in the ring. When he does, he gave him the low blow. Randy stomped his face. No, he didn't stomp him. He kicked him in the face. And in the video, you can look this up on YouTube. It didn't look bad until you go and see this boy's face.
Yeah.
With that size 14, 15 boot. And I'm going to tell you this. The promotion charged him $10,000 for kicking that boy. And I promise you, he paid it with no problem.
He paid it with a smile on his face.
That's exactly right. Hey, check it out. We got the kid in the house. Billy Cosby, Laz, where's my J's at? LOL.
He wants my J's so bad, bro.
Oh, man. I got me and Kid, we got to talk. He's going to have to hit me up. I got to get Kid on the show. He's another one that's an amazing talent, folks. He's busy. He's all over the place. He's all over North Carolina, South Carolina. He's everywhere.
He's everywhere, man.
He is, man. And he is such a great guy, too. I mean, he will speak with the fans. He'll talk to the kids. And he will blow your mind when he gets in that ring. So we definitely got to get him on WrestleCast podcast. And so he's actually the first person I even sit there and brought that up like that here lately, because I get so I got so many people just boom, 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 boom. But yeah. So, Kid, hit me up. We got to talk, bud. With that being said, I'm gonna tell you, we're nearing the end. But I definitely want to jump in, and we gotta. I'll tell you what. Before we do that, I like to play this little video before we get to the hurting someone's feelings segment. What we got here? Oh, look at that. We got little Donnie in the house. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's going on?
What's going on?
Billy says we're going to have to fight for them. LOL. Uh-oh. Little death match.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
They right here, boss man.
Oh, look at that right there.
Look at them.
Man.
Look at them. That's a
Oh,
$3,000 pair of shoes you'll never get your hands on.
woo, that's nice right there, buddy. That's nice right there. Oh, can't hide money, folks. I'll tell you what. But check this video out, Laz. Booker T, five time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So check this out. This little funny video.
WrestleCast podcast said, "Can you give Wrestle Podcast a shout out, Booker? I think you might need to tip it a little bit more to get a WrestleCast podcast. I'll give you a shout out, but you know what I mean. you got to get the combo package and the meet and greet. You know, if you're going to try to get a shout out, that's in perpetuity. Shout out to the WrestleCast podcast.
That's $99.
Let's get started.
So yeah, $99 for a shout out. Oh man, I tell you what, but I appreciate his co-host. The guy's great. The funny thing about that whole video and what I like to show, why I like to show that is because of this reason right here. Booker T is an amazing talent, always has been, always will be. With that being said, he is the 5-time champion, and he wanted to charge old Cowboy Bob from WrestleCast Podcast $99 for a shout out. With that being said, his co-host gave me a shout out and mentioned WrestleCast Podcast not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 5 times in that shout out. So we want to thank his co-host for that shout out. We greatly appreciate that. But
that's awesome.
So the kid appreciate it. Kid says, I'm a gangster. Keep your eyes on him. But nah, bro, I love you. You the man. That's right.
That's okay. Because I got a $4,000 pair of shoes on my feet right now.
Lord have mercy. You're going to make the man go get a cab and come see you.
He can try.
God almighty. Going to be out in the front yard. Going to have the death match streaming live on Facebook. God almighty. Yeah, folks, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Do not forget that on the WrestleCast Podcast channel. Don't forget to like it on Facebook. Share these streams. Share WrestleCast Podcast. Share. I can't express it enough. I do greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to go and share Lazarus Black's profiles, his videos on YouTube. Make sure you like those. Also, follow him on social media. Look him up where he's going to be. Go see him. Go support him. So like I said, support your independent wrestlers. You got to do it. It's man, you got to. They doing it for you. You got to do it for them. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. You know what I'm saying? I got that from a friend of mine. Got a guy, man, he's a great guy. He runs a YouTube channel. Man, it's called Fishing and Stuff. Great guy, and a heck of a following. And he says that my wife loves his stuff. And we went a lot, by the way. But without further ado, I'm gonna drop down, Lazarus. I'm gonna drop down, and I want you to hurt somebody.
All right, so look, I'm gonna be real. I don't want to hurt no particular person's feelings. I'm gonna hurt a whole category of feelings. First things first, stop using AI artwork. Stop using AI flyers. Stop using AI graphics. First of all, it looks like garbage. Every single person in that flyer got 7 fingers and their eyes all messed up. How about you just get in touch with an actual graphic artist? Instead of designing your t-shirts using ChatGPT or designing your flyers using Canva, get in touch with someone like Mark DeGrucci, who does amazing t-shirt work. Get in touch with someone like me. Hell, I designed the t-shirt I'm wearing. So first of all, there's that. Second of all, stop doing gimmicks that you have no business doing. I have seen white dudes doing voodoo gimmicks. I have seen Native American gimmicks. You ain't got a drop of Native American blood in you. And stop using the religion of Islam as a character. It's not a character. It's a culture of people. If you belong to that culture, that's one thing. If you ain't a part of that culture, shut up, sit down, and stop being stupid and offensive. But that's all I got to say on that matter. So yeah, if I hurt your feelings, I'm glad I hurt your feelings. Maybe try reaching out to a designer instead of getting your chat GPT bullcrap all over my Facebook page.
He don't want those 7-finger guys showing up on his page, folks. I'm trying to tell you something. You know, and you know, I agree with it. I've seen it done. I have. You could go and ask AI to do stuff like that. It'll misspell it. It makes it sloppy. You know.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. It's not good for business. So, you know, let's be more original.
And all it says to me when I see a company that's not willing to pay a designer $40 to do a flyer or $20 or whatever,
right?
It just tells me that you probably ain't paying your boys neither. If you can't afford to pay a graphic designer, then you can't afford to pay your boys, and you shouldn't have no fans at your show.
That's right. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you can't pay your boys, you better remember what they do in the ring, because sometimes that show comes to an end.
Oh, I catch you in the parking lot.
Right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right there. Heck yeah. I tell you what. Facts. Laz, this has been a great show, man. We've got some information from you. We've got the dirt, great road story. Love to hurt your feelings, because that is a fact, everything you stated there. And folks, we're back live on YouTube. So check it out. Don't forget about that. Like I said, he's got 2 shows this week, next week. Don't forget about them. So, you know, jump on there. Go jump on the Lazarus Black train. Go to Facebook, look them up. Watch them videos on YouTube. Share, like, and subscribe. As I'm here to tell you. With that being said, Lazarus, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and stopping by WrestleCast Podcast and being on our show, being on the platform, and spreading your knowledge of not only just wrestling, but also death matches and so much more. We greatly appreciate it. I know the fans have enjoyed the show. And you know, in the future, we're going to have you back on.
I'd love to come back, man.
I hope you had a great time. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I always want every one of my guests to enjoy themselves when they come on WrestleCast Podcast.
I definitely enjoyed it.
Awesome. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. It's like Cowboy Bob always says. You got plans, you're going to want to break them, because WrestleCast Podcast is the place to be. I'll catch you tomorrow. Oh, I started to say next Tuesday. We're going to go tomorrow. Wednesday, that's right. We're working a double show this week. Wednesday, 7 p.m. live, Facebook Live, YouTube. Sean Lampton from Wrestling Evolution Podcast. We're going to be speaking with him tomorrow. Don't miss the show, folks, and I'll see y'all here. Thanks again, Lazarus. Take care, brother.
Of course, man.
Won't waste another minute, no, I won't. I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man. Won't waste another minute, no, I won't. I'm a man on a mission.